Hey, Ted here again. I wanted to, I'm actually making this for myself, but I may post it. You can see my Shopsmith in the background. I've been working on my Longworth chuck. I made it some years ago. It's about as large as you can put on here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, I'm going to show myself actually, so I remember what the run out is on it prior to changing the bearings and whatever that other part was that Scott with Growth Rings told me to do. I'm getting so old and forgetful. Anyway, I'm going to set this up and I'll show you the measurements I'm taking. It's really close. It's within a couple millimeters at best. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, I've got the lathe set up, rest. So this just kisses it. So then at the worst, the widest gap here is right here, pretty much, and it's 1.5 millimeters. That's it. I don't think there's anything wider than that anywhere here. And this is approximately a 17-inch diameter. Is that right? 17? No, 15-inch diameter. From there to the center is almost, it's a good 7.5 inches. 7 3/4. So it gives me just about all I can handle. Now I'm going to back this off just a little bit, but as far as round, it just kisses this within 1/2 centimeter. So when I get done doing the rest of this, we'll see if that improved it or made it worse or whatever. But here's another thing that does kind of bother me, and you'll get to see this. When this starts, keep an eye on it and listen to it. 250 RPM. I'm going to zoom in because I think when you look at the quill itself, I think it really confirms what everybody's been telling me, just the bearings. So I'm going to take the Longworth off. I'm going to put some more screws in it to make sure. I think I put a good piece of wood on there to hold it. It's glued. It's got 3 screws in it. They don't go into the plywood on the Longworth. I want to make sure that happens. So that's next. So see you in a little bit. Okay, so now we can take out the quill. I'd already taken the hockey puck out of this. And I'm not going to take it all the way out so I don't have to worry about losing it. But now you got to be careful. Don't let it come back too fast. And the quill is out. Now it's time to take this apart and find out just, boy, that shaft really can, it really is loose in there. Really, really is. So, step 4. Okay, I got the old, maybe cheap Chinese bearings out. I'm not sure how you know what's cheap and what's not. But I'm looking at this one, and the retainer ring is actually damaged on this one. So, I don't know. So, I've got the new bearings on. Feel pretty solid. They fit in. I'm going to tell you one on me. Taking this retainer clip out, and I know it's got to go in only one way, and I'm pretty sure it goes in just like this. Anyway, I didn't get my finger down quick enough, and that thing shot off and went all the way back over there behind the water system, which you can't even see because it's hidden with all this crap. But anyway, I've learned over the years that if there's any place that it can go to hide, because I heard it ricocheting around, and I had to take a magnet, and I went back where I couldn't see behind the water purification system in the corner, and click. And there it was. So finally I lucked out on something. So I'm not going to film putting this back in because I may screw up again, so I'm not going to show you that. One thing I noticed was there's still a little bit of side play in this, but not much at all. So I'm not going to get too concerned about it, I don't think. And I think this is in all the way. I can see the retainer. So I'm going to put the clip back in, and then I'll put this back in the headstock and see what it does before I decide to change out that other assembly. 1, 2, 3 is what I was told it should take. I'll go back in gently. That really feels solid. I'm going to tighten it back down where I don't have to worry about it. All the way down, and then just bring it back a half a turn. And you should be okay. Okay, that's it. So, let's see how it sounds and feels. I may still have to turn back into this, which I really don't want to do if I don't have to. I'm guessing it's okay. I'll get my arm out of the way. That's good. Not hearing any vibration, but I can hear the rattling back here, so I may still have to go do that. So, not looking forward to it, but got a lot of money invested in this. I want to make sure it works. So, we'll see what happens next.